Hey guys, and welcome to my reaction to the end of the fucking world. If I'm looking a little rough, just S.H.I.E.L.D. made me cry. I just filmed that before this, and it's been a rough morning for me in general. Okay, I feel like what happened at the end of the last episode kind of needed to happen for there to be like a distraction for a little bit. So Bonnie just doesn't go and try to kill. I mean, we have 4 episodes left. I know they're shorter episodes, but still 4 episodes. So I feel like we're going to deal with the aftermath of that. And I wonder if James and Alyssa are going to find out, or well, I don't know what's going to happen with that, or if Bonnie is just going to try to deal with everything on her own. I would assume that's the goal, but you know, things sometimes do not go according to plan. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I don't know. Anyway, I'm very interested though to see like how this is all going to play out. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't a bad dream. Oh no. Oh. Ugh. She looks annoyed. She's like, oh God.
You can pretend that things aren't your fault.
Oh.
That you're not a bad person. But deep down, you always know that you are.
Oh, don't leave
That morning,
James.
when I woke up in the bath, I felt like a new person. We were together again.
Oh no! My heart. My heart is broken. She probably...
Hello?
Troy can use his phone. Don't think he'd mind.
Not at this point, he wouldn't know. Oh, she's just stuffing him in the... Oh. Girl, okay.
Was I sorry to ask, but could we borrow some cash for the car? I promise I'll pay you back.
Oh.
She had sex with the man, the owner from last night.
Thank you. Like I said.
Oh no. Oh. It's all very awkward.
That is not an accident.
Probably that guy, the car pound.
Oh, Bonnie,
What?
I'm joking.
Oh God.
He didn't mention his sister.
You didn't ask.
Okay.
Where does she live? In the middle of fucking nowhere.
Just like 20 minutes.
We know what you did.
Alyssa.
What?
The man, the motel man.
Oh,
She
no.
bought me a drink.
You don't have to tell us.
Then what? You just slept with him. I don't care. You had your reasons with all of the stuff we regret.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh.
Jesus, she must have had a skinful last night.
Speaking of last night.
Uh-oh.
What about it?
Uh-oh.
I feel like we're literally watching a stranger be sick into a ditch.
Okay.
So I probably don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
God, how long is she gonna take?
In a rush? Well, can't just leave her.
I just feel
She
so...
helped us out with the car and everything.
Well, oh, I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm so uncomfortable. This is fun.
I need to go to a chemist.
She could have just stayed there last night. Isn't it a bit weird that
James, she's weird. She does weird things. It's not that interesting.
Wow.
Sometimes, even when I'm not looking at James, I know what his face is doing. Right now, it's all anxious and sad.
Alyssa,
We should get money.
I wondered if Alyssa just needed some time. And space.
Oh.
I should never have kissed him.
Oh. I really just want him to tell her about the letter. I don't think that's gonna fix everything,
How many
but...
painkillers? The strongest ones.
Are you okay?
What?
You're bleeding.
No, I'm not.
Has someone hurt you? Is he outside? Where is he? You can tell me.
It's in the motel.
Or motel.
Why would you? Well, oh girl, why would you say that? Oh no.
I'm a feminist, okay?
Oh. Oh well. Oh Lord, I think she needs a moment.
He's probably having a flapjack or something.
A chemist.
They do healthy ones made out of prunes and seeds and things.
Just go and check on her. What?
I was starting to remember what Alyssa could be like. Why can't you ask nicely?
I think maybe there's something wrong with me.
Oh. No. Is she just gonna go off on her own? Like, what's going on? Is she... I assume you need to clean it.
Where is she?
Oh no.
The woman.
Oh
My
no.
friend, I saw her walk in here.
Oh
I don't
no.
know what you're talking about. No one's
Oh
come in.
no.
She's actually vanished.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I'm eating some food. Now.
No. Okay, I need everybody to get a little bit better with saying please and thank you up in here.
It's quite early for lunch.
Yeah.
Did you not have breakfast?
But
What do you care? They're giving you money.
Do you want to put the plates down?
I never knew if Alyssa was aware of it. If she could make a room feel colder than it actually was.
I used to really like food.
Oh no.
So you can pass the food around more easily. They're actually
Fuck's sake, James.
not always though.
My boyfriend was murdered.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were they murdered?
Can you stop saying the word murdered, please?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, I just need some water.
Are you coming back?
What?
Wow. I just feel...
This is my dad.
My parents don't speak to me anymore.
There's definitely something wrong with me.
What's wrong?
I'd say
Are we
so,
actually
love.
any sisters?
We're closed?
Can we get some takeaway boxes, please?
Oh, you left the gun!
For God's sake, James, not everything is about you.
Well,
Oh,
it has to be about you.
shit.
Oh.
Oh,
Can't kiss someone and then be mean. It's confusing.
You jumped me, James.
jeez.
You jumped
I mean,
me in a letter
fair, yes.
like a Victorian.
Wait, no.
No? What?
Tell her, for fuck's sake.
Your mum made me. She came to the hospital. She made me write you a letter.
Right.
I don't think that makes everything better or anything like that. Let me be clear. But I'm glad she knows, at least. Oh? Oh?
Who is it?
What's your name?
No.
What's going on?
Oh,
You can tell me.
God. Oh, God.
Did something happen to you?
I think he's actually trying to be, like,
I
a
understand.
nice person.
Okay. I know women like you.
Does anyone like me?
I don't know if that's...
I didn't
Just-
call the police because I didn't want to get you in trouble. Violence is not the answer.
What if it is?
It isn't.
What if it is?
It isn't.
Oh.
What if it is?
Let's just calm down here.
Do you ever wake up in the night feeling like your skin's been screaming because it misses someone so much? I'm asking.
No.
Wow.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun.
Don't hurt him.
Say sorry and then I can say it's okay and that everything's alright. That's what you want, isn't it?
Oh,
That was
God.
exactly what I wanted. It wasn't just you.
It's not a competition.
I nearly died.
No, apparently it is.
I nearly died!
I know. I was there. Not the answer, James.
She was right. It was over.
Oh, God.
What about Bonnie?
Fuck Bonnie.
Wow.
Oh,
Probably for the best.
If you do, I'll come back and I'll kill you.
Well, okay. Whew. I don't... All right.
You're scary.
Okay. Good.
Good. Oh, boy. Ah.
I'm not like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. And I don't wanna
Wow.
be like everybody.
Well, that was quite something, wasn't it? That was a lot. So I feel like this episode in particular, we're just seeing everybody, these three characters, all three of them, are dealing with a lot of traumatic events, a lot of traumatic things that have happened to them in the past. And they're also dealing with stuff that they've done that they feel guilty for. There's a lot, and it seems like it's all erupting. Like we're all, like it's all coming out. You know, obviously Bonnie, she's currently sort of dealing with maybe a little bit, not exactly, because she did run a girl over before, so obviously it's not the same, but she's in that initial shock phase that I feel like James and Alyssa were in the last season of taking somebody's life, whether they deserved it or whether it was an accident, whether, you know, there's a lot of ways that you can kind of justify in your head or whatever, but at the same time, you did do it. And obviously she didn't mean to. It was an accident, but there's going to be guilt there no matter what. But that is like really, I feel like she's struggling with that. She's not feeling good, whether it's a hangover or just guilt. Or any of that. You know, she's going through it a bit, and she is trying her best, I think, to just tunnel vision and focus on, I have a mission, and it's to kill James and Alyssa, and it's just not going very well for her. I'm kind of happy that it's not going very well for her. Don't really want to see her kill them. But you know what I mean? Like, I think that's kind of, in my opinion, sort of a, she's going through a lot, and I feel like a lot is kind of boiling over. I feel very bad for the guy at the, what did they call it? A chemist. It's like a pharmacy here, but whatever. That guy, because I think he was genuinely just trying to do the right thing, and he just came across the wrong lady. You know what I mean? Moving on to James and Alyssa. I'm kind of glad James had a moment where he kind of raised his voice a little bit. It's really funny because there is something, oh God, I don't really want to talk about. Okay, I'm going to kind of relate a little bit to this because I just, you know when you watch something and you're like, ooh, I get that. I'm more of a James type of person than an Alyssa type of person, in the sense where I feel like she has this sort of, you know, when she's feeling stuff, she feels it really, really hard, and she can't control her outbursts. I feel like in general she doesn't mean half of the things she said, or if she does mean them, she doesn't necessarily want them to come out as mean as she says them. And I've kind of learned this in my life. I've had a couple of people in my life that I'm not a person who raises their voice at people or gets mad very easily, or I don't know how else to put it, but I'm not very impulsive with anger or anything like that. And it, for a while, particularly when I was younger, people who were a bit impulsive with their anger or shouted or like that was kind of their release, I had a hard time understanding them. It was very difficult for me because of the fact, particularly then, I realized like I can be really fucking pissed off and I can control what I say, so I don't understand why you have to be such a fucking dick all the time. Like that was kind of my response to anything like that. And as I got older and kind of understood people a little bit better, I kind of understood the fact that like there are just some people that when they are hurting, particularly when they are going through a lot, it's kind of not something that they can control. And I've kind of understood them a lot more, if that makes sense. And I've come across some people like that, and I have over time gotten a little bit more sympathy for them. It did have a recent thing happen in my life. I don't really want to talk. I'll talk about it. Where somebody, like not at me or anything like that, but somebody in my life in some form kind of has that sort of that impulsive rage that comes out like that. And because of that, a lot of times this person gets their way. Because it's kind of scary if you're afraid of conflict or whatever, if you don't like it or whatever, you just want it to be over and you're, whatever. And I struggled a lot with that because I was just like, just because this person kicks and screams all the time. And I'm not saying that's what Alyssa's doing. I'm just going on a rant about like how I kind of relate to James a little bit. And I basically, and there was just a time where this person kind of screamed and yelled and just, I can't even put it into words without actually telling you guys what happened, but nonetheless, it's kind of what happened. And I basically said, and I haven't really had much contact with them since, but I said the next time that it happens, I'm going to unleash and it's not going to be pretty. Yeah. And because I think when you're used to being the patient and tolerant one, at some point you have a limit. And I think at the end of that, long story fucking short, I really didn't need to say all of that. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's been quite a day. But long story short, I feel like, James met his limit. Now, let me be very, very, very clear. I think Alyssa is just, she is getting hit with way too much right now. She is getting hit with way too much. Because let's be real. I am not saying that her kind of, sort of, let's say nasty attitude, right? I think that's fair to say. is not kind of warranted. She went through all of this stuff, and she probably went through such a long process to grieve over the fact that James wrote this kind of horrible and nasty thing to her. Let's be real, you know, from her perspective, for the most part of this episode and this season, she thinks that James said this horrible, nasty thing to her, and she was hurt. She tried to get over it, and she couldn't. Like, let's talk, like, it absolutely makes sense why she's in a type of mood when this guy comes back into her life and is trying to act like, let's rekindle, whatever. Like, how confusing and how infuriating has that got to be when you went through all of this time trying to get over this guy? And she's so confused and she's overwhelmed, and there's this just rage coming out. So that's the thing that I think, of course, James needs to kind of be aware of. Okay? Just kind of, sort of be aware of that. Because he wasn't there for all of that. Now, she wasn't there for all of his, I'm about to get to that. Let's, you know, they both went through a lot of shit, and, you know, but I think the demeanor is probably very confusing to her, of him being like trying to be sweet and kind after that. Now, I do think, I'm very glad that he talked about her mom and what happened with that. I feel like after a while that might soak in. She might process that. Right now is not the time, but it might help things maybe a little bit. But as I said, I don't think it's going to solve everything. That's just not how it goes. It's not going to solve everything. Now, particularly, I think he needed to kind of get stuff off of his chest. And now, here's the other side of it. There are people who are kind of like Alyssa that get stuff out, or can have this sort of, almost, I feel, and again, this is probably more me just speculating, because I don't normally operate this way, but this sort of involuntary, impulsive, it just kind of comes out. Whereas there are people like James, who I kind of relate to more on this side of things, that keep things in and keep, you know, and just bury it deep down. Just bury it deep down. It's not going to come out. Yeah, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. We're always fooled. And it's just, you know, and that's where he kind of says, like, you're not the only one who had a bad time. And she's kind of taken aback, and she's like, well, I didn't say that I'm the only one. It's not a competition. And he just screams, I almost died. And she's just like, well, apparently it is you know. But at that moment, he has just kept everything in and has tried to be as kind and supportive and kind of taking a lot of the anger his way, or whatever, attitude, maybe more so his way. And eventually it just snapped, done. That was a bad snap. There we go. But it really just came out, and then he just said, fuck Bonnie, and he drove off. And it's just, so he's going through it now. He's in a type of mood. Alyssa's in a type of a mood, and Bonnie is definitely in a type of a mood. So everybody's in a fucking mood, and everybody's doesn't entirely have their shit together right now. I'm not surprised. It's just kind of how it is. But I just think it's a recipe for disaster for the last 3 episodes. I'm sorry. I feel like this was a terrible post-episode thoughts. This happens sometimes where, like, I get, like, kind of through it, and I'm like, I genuinely don't even know what I'm saying. Hopefully even part of that made sense to you guys or whatever. I just feel like I'm ranting and rambling and I don't really know what's going on. But I will say that this episode definitely made me feel kind of like just uncomfortable. I feel like for the majority of it, because everybody's just going through so much and everybody's just, it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I did enjoy it, even though it made me feel uncomfortable. And we have 3 episodes left. Oh, what a journey this has been. Very emotional journey. All right, 3 more weeks. Hopefully, I don't know, I'm prepping myself for the worst. I feel like I should, right? I feel like that's a good plan. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.